when you've seen a woman shave off all her hair and you go, wow, this woman's lost her mind. Or did she free it? Free it. I'll let you know in a couple of minutes.
I'd say that these are substances that some of which have been used for thousands of years, that are very medicinal, and that what they do inherently is they peel back layers of our consciousness, and they allow us to touch in with our eternal self, our soul self, with our true source of who we are at the core.
Psychedelics is a way for you to open yourself up. And if you're looking to open yourself up and you've had spaces where you just feel lost, psychedelics might be able to shake up your nervous system and kind of open things up for you to see things differently.
From my very first experience, I was liberated. And that's because I was liberated from the identity of being an addict.
It was frightening for me at first because I didn't know that I was a control freak. And so I was always trying to control my outcomes. And so in my exploration in psychedelics, I learned not to relinquish control. And that was a big thing for me.
I'm in the psychedelic space to increase accessibility, bringing access and education to more people within the psychedelic space and beyond.
My name is Todd Whitty, and I am a psychedelic facilitator, a psychedelic Sherpa, intimacy coach. I work with people in psychedelics and help people to expand themselves in psychedelic experiences. I also train people on how to facilitate psychedelic environments safely and expansion. I do not work with psychedelics inside of the United States because it is not legal here. So I do facilitate psychedelic environments outside of the United States, in Jamaica, in Costa Rica, and Peru.
People find this work out of inspiration or desperation. I got desperate in my mid-20s from health crashes, endometriosis. I had severe muscular scoliosis. I had brain injury from the coma that was still residual, hypothyroidism. I mean, just fibromyalgia covered my entire body. And so at 26, my knees were so swollen one day at Disneyland that I sat down and cried. And I just said, if this is what getting older is, if this is what my life is going to be, I'm not here for that. And so it was just the right time, circumstances. I had a lot to challenge. And so I started to study people like Gabor Mate and what he talks about with hungry ghosts and shifting this idea of addiction. Addiction is not a disease. There is disease in the system from childhood experiences, loss, death, alcoholism. I found that as I healed those, as I worked with those, as I really shifted my perspective around my past, I was set free from those hungry ghosts. And then that's what turned me into facilitation and helping to guide others, because they said, well, how would you do it?
When I speak to people about psychedelics, I speak to them from the vantage point of a professional registered nurse who had tremendous expansions in his very first psychedelic experience almost 10 years ago. And through that psychedelic experience, I have changed my entire life, the life of my family, the life of the people I'm around, dramatically.
And it was like I could finally see the truth of how much I had liberated myself and the lifestyle changes I had made. It was like I was finally able to accept and give myself some credit. It's like all the things I ever wanted to hear from parents or coaches or whoever. And it sounds like such a simple thing. It's not simple when you didn't realize the depth of how much you needed it to finally be able to recognize what you've done, to acknowledge what you've done. Might not sound powerful, it's life-changing.
They can show us, redirect us and help us get back on a path that's more aligned for us.
That moment is the difference between being in a body where I have vitality and energy and excitement. Before, I was trying to make up for everything I wasn't. I was trying to make up for everything I felt I ever did wrong. And in that moment, I was set free from being basically pushed by trauma to being inspired for who I am and who I've become.